Hey guys, it's Stacy, and today I have a tag video for you guys. And I was actually tagged to do this again. Somebody tagged me, so thank you. Jessie over at Jessie Shelf tagged me to do the spring reading tag. So I'll leave her channel down below, the original video and the questions. But you should definitely go check out Jessie because I love her and she's like one of my favorite people to watch. But I will link all of that down below. So we're just going to get started with these questions. Question number 1 is, what books are you most excited to read in the coming months? Lord of Shadows, definitely. Sherilyn Kenyon has a book called Dead Men Walking that I just found out about, which I also pre-ordered, which comes out next month, as well as Lord of Shadows. Flame in the Mist, When Dimple Met Rishi, The Upside of Unrequited. There's so many amazing books coming out soon, or that have just recently come out, and like I'm so excited to read them. I already have Upside of Unrequited on my Kindle. I need to get When Dimple Met Rishi because that book's gonna be so freaking cute. But I've pre-ordered a bunch of books recently and I'm kind of regretting it, but it's happening. Question number 2 is, what book makes you think of springtime for whatever reason? I have to go with Everything by Nicola Yoon. I read this in June of last year, so it was like the end of like spring, the beginning of summer. But the cover is very flowery and bright and like just... it reminds me of spring, and like the white cover and just the cuteness that is inside this book. It definitely reminds me of spring. This is kind of what I associate with spring, is everything. Question number 3, the days are getting longer. What's the longest book you've ever read? I don't know. It's either Order of the Phoenix, Lady Midnight, or City of Heavenly Fire. I don't know which one's the longest, but those are definitely the 3 longest books I've ever read. I do have like Brent Weeks and Patrick Rothfuss on my TBR, so once I read those will probably be the longest books that I've read, because of right now, like Lady Midnight, Harry Potter books are always super long, Cassandra Clare books, as they go on, those books get bigger, and then Lady Midnight, like Lord of Shadows is going to be freaking like huge. It's like over 700 pages, and I'm ready for its beautifulness. The next question is, what books would you recommend to brighten someone's day? I don't read a lot of like happy books per se. Like contemporaries, the most of I read that have like a deeper topic to them, but probably like Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, Fangirl as well, even though that kind of delves into like, you know, fitting in and anxiety and whatnot. It's still very cute, but like I don't read a lot of like happy-go-lucky books. Most of the time people die in the books I read. I wish I read more happy books, but I don't. But probably something by Rainbow Rowell, because I've only read 2 books by her, but they were very cute and fun, and I enjoyed myself reading them, especially Carry On, because that's so cute. Question number 5 is, spring brings new life in nature. Think of a book that doesn't exist, but you wish it did. So, me and Nick and the crew from Chronicles of Nick in my own book with me, and like it's a musical. That's the dumbest thing ever, but like I want to be in a musical with Nicholas Gaucher, Caleb, and Cody, and Xev, and all of my babies. I want to be in a musical with them, and then like have guest appearance from like my other favorite characters, like Jim and Tessa, and Isabel and Simon, and then like Percy and Annabeth and Jason and Piper. Like if all of those can come into one, and we have like some big musical, High School Musical book, it would be the greatest thing ever. Like, not that I can sing or dance or anything, but like I want to see them sing and dance for me. That's what I want. That was very weird. I'm sorry. Question number 6 is, spring is a time of growth. How has your reading changed over the years? I read more now. When I was like 15, 16, I read a bunch, and then I got into like a slump, and then I only read like the same things over and over again. But I've like been branching out. I've been reading a lot more contemporary. The contemporary I do read, I like it to be like have a heavier topic to it instead of just fluff, even though I do like fluff. And reading more diversely and like trying to branch out of my comfort zone. Reading own voices and diverse authors, and like just hearing that, and my reading has changed, and some of my reading has stayed the same. Like I still love angsty teen books. Like what is my life without angsty teen? Because I have never had angst in my life at all. I have never like I've never had the like teenage angst experience like in high school, so books is where I get that from. And like, but I also read more diversely, and I'm more open to trying different books, so I'm just more open now with my reading. Question number 7 is, we're a couple of months into the year. How is your reading going so far? I'd say it's going pretty well. This month in April, I have not read that many books. I've read 5 books, I think, and I have been reading 10 to 12 in the last few months, so I have read a total of 38 books. I'm currently on my 39th book, but my reading is going so far. I'm ahead of my Goodreads goal, so it's not like I have anything to worry about. But I do wish I had been reading more this month. I've been kind of in a slump this month. Haven't felt good. Work stresses me the fuck out. Like, I don't like my work environment at the moment, so it's kind of like stressing me out. So I'm not reading at work either, because I do have time to read at work, because I sit in a little hole in my desk by myself, so I can read at work. But I just haven't been reading, and I've been binge watching Grimm, so that's why my reading this month has not been up to par. Question number 8 is, any plans you're looking forward to in the next few months? Not really. I mean, my birthday's in July. We were gonna go see Hamilton, but we were gonna wait till next year to go when it's closer to somewhere that I live, because my dad is dead set on not letting me go to Chicago because he hates Chicago. But we were gonna go see Hamilton, but now for my birthday we're just gonna go book shopping and shopping, which will be fun. I'm going with my mom, my sister, and my best friend, so no big plans, I don't think, unless something changes. But as of right now, I will just be working and sleeping and buying books. So those are all the questions for this tag. Thank you, Jessie, for tagging me. Again, I will leave everything down below, and if you want to do this tag, I tag you to do it. Also, if you just want to leave like some of your answers down below, go ahead and do that so we can talk about some bookish things together. So I will see you guys in another video. Bye!